A very good evening. This is Abigail bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Children with learning disabilities have an invisible challenge. The struggle to read, write and to perform arithmetic calculations are very real and their academic performance suffers. Misunderstood and taunted, these children often develop emotional problems. Parents and teachers are left in a dilemma whether these children genuinely have a difficulty or they are just playing up. Early identification and remedial help can help these struggling children to surmount the obstacles and even outperform their peers. Mumbai Salesian Father Dr. Ajoy Fernandez, with a doctorate in counseling psychology with a major in clinical counseling and Director Profulta Don Bosco Youth Counseling Services, Matunga, Mumbai, comes to the aid of confused parents and teachers with an online episodic video series, Understanding and Helping Children with Learning Difficulties. The video series, broken up into short 10-minute interactive inputs, describes the symptoms of learning and related difficulties, the formal and informal ways of assessing these difficulties, the types of beneficial interventions possible and the government-endorsed concessions across India. The Salesian mission of San Benito in the Department of Patent in Guatemala is always on the move even in times of pandemic. The social action coordinated by the missionaries involved both the donation of houses and of food to the most needy. The Ministry of Health of the province of Upper Katanga, in collaboration with the NGO Dynamique Internationale des Activistes des Droits Humains (DIADH), delivered last month in the Hall of Hypnosis in Lumumbashi and a word of excellence to Father Albert Kabuge, SDB, Provincial of the Assumption of Mary, Salesian Province of Central Africa, for his commitment in the fight against COVID-19. In a world sick with short-term thinking and little vision of the future, giving a voice to young people means starting to build bridges towards the future, said Sister Alexandra Smerali, religious of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians (FMA), in her speech on Tuesday, 27 October, at the press conference for the presentation of the event, The Economy of Francisco, Pope Francis and Young People from All Over the World for the Economy of Tomorrow. It may be surprising that when he talks about the start of his long missionary life, Father Valeriano Barbero, an Italian Salesian missionary, describes it above all as a desire for adventure. He was in the Philippines, a country halfway between economic backwardness and industrial globalization, when a request emerged from the Salesians in the region to open up to the Papua New Guinea border. The atrocious murder of Professor Samuel Paty shook France and raised the question of secularism in the national debate once again. Today, Father Jean-Marie Petit-Clerc, a French Salesian priest and director of the Don Bosco Action Social Network, DBAS, addresses the theme. On 24 October, the meeting of Italy's Salesian Youth Movement (SYM) took place online, replacing the SYM National Assembly, which should have taken place in Mestre, but which, due to the pandemic, was rescheduled for the spring of 2021. The event took place online on the Meet platform and was attended by SYM Italy National Council members and many others scheduled to attend the assembly in Mestre. The meeting was divided into three moments which reflect the phases of the method of discernment: recognizing, interpreting, choosing. After a reflection on an evangelical parable, the meeting's central moment was the sharing of reflections on what we perceive today by going to the cities and looking around what the SYM's field of action is and how we should work on it. It emerged that despite the difficulties, everyone is convinced that it is necessary to get involved in order to move forward. The event ended with the testimony of a former SYM animator. On 25 October 1950, the first Salesians arrived in the Madeira archipelago to direct the School of Arts and Craft in Funchal, founded by Father Lorenzo Leal Pestana in 1921 for the formation of the island's poor and orphan children. To commemorate the 70th anniversary of the event on Sunday, 25 October, Monsignor Nuno Bras, Bishop of Fundal, presided over the Eucharist, concelebrated by the Bishop Emeritus Monsignor Antonio Carrilho and various Salesian and diocesan priests. Also present were the President of the Legislative Assembly of Madeira, the Vice President of the Government and the Mayor of Funchal, several past pupils and guests. The Salesian presence in Los Palos consists of a parish, a pre-novitiate and orphanage and an oratory. Since the beginning of the pandemic, they decided to use every possible square meter of land available for agriculture. The harvests are so abundant that in addition to meeting the needs of the Salesian community, children and young people, the remainder is being sold on the local market. It's very important that our young people, some of whom will one day be Salesians, learn that patience, hard work and daily commitment bear fruit, says the Salesian community. The inauguration of the Mary Help of Christians of Brena Parish Canteen took place with great joy and hope. It will assist poor and migrant families in situations of extreme vulnerability. The team of the Fundación Don Bosco, led by Father Raul Acuna, SDP, Father Humberto Chavez, SDP, Vicar of the Salesian Province of Peru, PER, Father Santo Dalben, SDB, Pastor of the Mary Help of Christians Parish, and Father Julio Ocuro, SDB, Pastoral Animator of the parish, were all present. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. See you again tomorrow at the same time and in the same channel. Thank you for being with us.